So depending on what mode you're playing, how you change the race lengths is all dependent on what you're doing. So if you are looking just to play on a Grand Prix on your own, that is possible. If you're looking online, unless you're making the lobby, when it comes to going on ranked online, there will be a certain length of race. So it all depends on what you want to do. Career mode obviously is a little bit less. You can make it whatever sort of length you want. So for instance, if we look at a few tracks here, if we go and pick the championship, we can go ahead and go through all of this, go through everything and go to the settings. From here you click into difficulty and you'll be able to see the adaptive nature, so you can see the AI difficulty. But if we go to the weekend structure, you can see that we do have this session length. So from here, you've obviously got quick fire and it'll tell you to the right. So as you can see, we've got practice for 30 minutes if enabled. So that would be over here. You then have only 3 laps of the race. So that's going to be very quick. I must admit, I would suggest quickfire is pretty much only if you are like really kind of going for it. Like naturally you don't necessarily need to go crazy with it. Obviously you go very short, that will be 5 laps. If then you go short, it'll be 25%, then 35%, 50%, and a race which is a full percent. And that all depends on how many laps there is in the race in general. Normally, what you find is 60 laps is going to be for the full, and obviously 30, and you just keep going down like the percentages. Normally, what I find is, I would say anywhere between very short, and short is normally what I personally like as a casual basis. And I think if you are looking to really get into the practice, I'd go medium to long is going to give you at least a more realistic vibe. The full is kind of... it's a bit full on, I must admit. That I'd personally look at kind of like your ranked online. You've got a bit of time to do it. That's kind of your weekend sort of stuff. This can be done on obviously all of your career modes. You don't necessarily have to do the full absolute whack, but whenever it comes to ranked, they are going to be set at a certain amount anyway, so make sure that you are checking through that. But you can go into career mode and everything and it will have the exact same. You will just basically have to pick on what your preference is on the session length, and that's all you've got to change.